as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Round 80. 59. Check. Set. 12.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Flushed out right. And this is complete. It's Allen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Hey, Brown 80.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. They go play action here on 1st down. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end on the right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
Pull together. Motion.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chargers 14, Bears nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First down, a run with Cohen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
58, boys. 58, Mike.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears get a bit closer. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
180. 52 right here. 52. Check 31. Check 31. Shoot.
61. Matchbox lights.
18. He's coming. Double up.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On second down, it's Gordon. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Rivers to throw it. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry.
First down, Chargers.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on first down, Trubisky. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, Delta.
31's the mic.
Alert, 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 alert.
25, check 25, check 25.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third and 7.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Bravo.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
31's the mic.
Hey, ball.
Check 3.
Hey, 18.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
31's the mic.
Ran.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 15.
Move.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Trubisky will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Draw play here, Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, baby.
Pick it up. 180.
I got one.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second and 15 now. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, an even 90 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Switch it, yeah, switch it. Alert.
Now Trubisky to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And his pass incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On second down, Rivers again. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Bears will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Open man, it's Allen. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Here's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. So that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Draw play, Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Switch.
Blue.
They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Set. 380.
59. Stop your whining.
Check 52.
On first down, Gordon. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
This is Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On the jet sweep, this is Bryant. Fights through, and now a crease. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Martavis Bryant His third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And another touchdown, maybe rubbing it in a little here. That post-game handshake between coaches might be tense.
Yeah, I would say it will be a little bit tense, but you have to look at it from the side of the victor. They're in a tight battle. They may need those points in case of a tiebreaker at the end of the year.
The Bears take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
First down and goal to go.
Hey, exit.
58 to Mike.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
58 to Mike, 58.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 6-yard line.
390.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.